Alright, Danny Lightning here. If you like my channel, please subscribe and like my videos. And today I'm going to talk about the Volkswagen GTI on CSR2. I'm going to review some of my favorite cars here. The GTI is one of the fastest cars in the Tier 1 class. You can buy these and strip these and buy these and strip these all day long to easily max this car out. And it's also one of the fastest cars. This is the store-bought version of the GTI. This is not the one-star version, which I won. And this car is fast enough to beat every single boss in the game. There's certain races where you'll race a little series, and the very last race of the series, there's going to be a boss. And if you beat that boss, you win his car. If you don't beat the boss, you only get one shot, so you lose out on this car. Most of the Tier 1 cars are not fast enough to beat the bosses. Alright, but this car is. Now the one boss, this car only beats it by like 0.2 of a second or something like that. So you don't have much room for error. If you have the one-star version of this car, it runs a 0.1 of a second faster, so you would have a slight more room for error when racing that boss. I raced him with this car and I won. So this car will run between a 12.8 and a 12.0 most of the time. Alright. The boss runs a 12.032, I think, the fastest boss in the game. And I ran like a 12.003, and he ran a 12.032. So I barely beat him with this car. Usually I run about a 11.9. Alright, 11.9 something is the average with this car, so you've barely got any room for error when racing that Tempest 2 boss. So if you can get the one-star version, you're going to be a little better off. Now the Ford Focus ST, if you get the one-star version of that you can only win, I guess that car is just as fast, if not faster, than the one-star version of the GTI. I don't actually have that car, so I don't know. And I don't have the one-star version of the GTI. Both of the one-star versions you can only win. But you can buy this in the store, and you can easily buy and strip more of these to level it up and max it out and put all the fusion parts you need in it. So this Volkswagen GTI is one of the better Tier 1 cars that you can get. Alright, so this is definitely the car you should get for Tier 1. Unless you win the one-star version of this, or I guess the one-star version of the Ford Fiesta. But if you're going to have to buy one, buy the GTI. The Toyota 86 is also really nice, but the GTI is better. I have all of the other one-star cars in T1 except for the Fiesta, and none of them are as fast as the GTI when they're completely maxed out. So by far, this is the best T1 car in the game, unless you get the one-star version, which is even better. Alright, so go for that GTI. This Honda Civic I won from one of the bosses is actually faster than this GTI, but you got to get a bunch of Honda Fusion parts to fill it up with parts to max it out, and you cannot easily get Honda parts. I still need a lot of parts to max out this Civic. So right now the Civic's not really much use to me until it can be completely maxed out. I still have one set of bosses to go. I don't know why the last boss in Tier 1 is not as fast as the second Tier Tempest race boss. So the last boss should actually be easier to beat than the boss I just recently beat in Tier 1 with this car. But yeah, this is the car to get for Tier 1. Alrighty, hope this video helps.